Hi folks, my name is Anshuman Singh and I'm working in ProKarma as a technical lead in the COE department. So I'm so a little bit background about the company ProKarma. So ProKarma is a global IT solutions company that brings full-scale technology expertise and implementation capabilities to inspire, empower, and drive the clients to focus on what they do best. For more information, you can visit our site www.prokarma.com and you can have a look into our mission and the goals. So today we are going to discuss ProKarma microservices toolkit that was being developed by ProKarma COE, and the initial release was basically based on a Maven archetype, but as we go forward we'll explore more into what we have done so far. So this is basically the pkmst core features, you can say. So the core features include the multi-cloud deployment options, so be it Cloud Foundry or the AWS, you can easily deploy your services to any of those clouds. It has an integration with both of the clouds, as well as we can have other clouds as well. Apart from that, we can have a service registry integration, the gateway integration, the logging and management is built into the project. Also, you can have a runtime tracing, then you can have a documentation via the Swagger. We have also provided a security which is based on OAuth 2. One of the main component is the integration of the middleware handlers, which is based on the Lite4j. Other thing for monitoring and the tracking, we have the Spring Boot admin as well as the microservice dashboard to visualize and monitor your services. In terms of the behavioral driven testing, we have the Cucumber testing, and the performance testing is done through Gatling. So before we'll go more into the detail of each of these components, let's have a default overview of the ecosystem of the pkmst. So basically you have in the middle the microservices which we will be providing, or which we will be building using the toolkit. So it's like a template where you can implement your own business logic, and all the templates have been given to you, be it the Cucumber or the Gatling or the integration with the security. So then it has the integration with the service registry. So you can have a Eureka, which is provided by the Spring Cloud, or you can have the console. Then for monitoring and the tracing, we are providing the Spring Boot admin, the microservice dashboard for visualization and tracking of microservices, as well as the tracing has been done through the Spring Zipkin. And we are also providing a Hystrix, which is basically used to detect any kind of circuit breaker pattern in your services. And the logging has been done through Elasticsearch, Logstash, and the Kimana ELK stack. So let's move into more detail about the pkmst and what we have done so far. So as you all know that the Swagger code gen, if you are not aware, then Swagger code gen contains a template driven engine to generate the documentation, API clients, and the server stubs in different languages by parsing your open API or the Swagger definition. So what the Swagger code gen has done, so if you provide any kind of Swagger specification, then they have the Swagger UI where you can select your server stub, or you can select the framework in which you want to generate your project. So basically what it does is when you click on that server stub or the framework, it will generate a skeleton project for you. So depending on the framework, the code generated will be based on the framework that you have selected. So we have added our own functionality to the Swagger code gen. So basically what we have done is we have created our pkmst Swagger code generation. So in that we are utilizing the same Swagger UI, which is open source by the Swagger folks. And then if you select on the pkmst framework, then it will generate a project structure for you, which is basically a microservice project structure. So based on the different configurations that you have used in your Swagger specification file, you can have the various features that we will enable if you select those configurations. So basically the features are as follows. You have service discovery and the registration through the Eureka Spring Cloud. Then you have the inbuilt security, which is based on the Spring OAuth 2. Then the monitoring and the tracing is via the Spring Boot admin and the Zipkin. Then we are providing the middleware handlers, which I'll talk in a little bit. And then we are providing a template structure or the template code for your BDD testing, that is Cucumber, and the load or the performance testing is via the Gatling. So when we talk about the middleware handlers, so in order for a microservice to depend on the least libraries or other solutions like API gateway, we added external interceptor like trace interceptor, correlation interceptor, rate limit interceptor, audit interceptor, body interceptor. Idea here was to demonstrate the microservice can be intelligent. For example, we can bring in some of the core responsibility of the API gateway into the microservice. We can bring core responsibility of the ESB, like the transformation, the audit, etc., into the microservices via the middleware handler into the pkmst microservice. So this makes microservice intelligent and will have its own life cycle that we can extend from the middleware handler framework provided by the Lite4j into the pkmst Spring Boot request handler pipeline. Apart from it, we are also providing a Docker file, so which is nothing, if you want, which is basically we want your microservice to be deployed into a container. Then there is a default Docker file which is being generated from the pkmst framework. So the developer has the ability to create a Docker image of the generated microservice with a few simple commands. Other than that, the log management, as I already said, has been done through the ELK, or you can have the Splunk. So you can have any integration with the log management. So in terms of the tracing, the pkmst default support tracing to enable and visualize the microservices as the Zipkin. So this feature enables for the easy troubleshooting of the service in the chain of the services that has the issue, which otherwise would be very difficult in production to trace. Apart from it, so basically this is the pipeline monitoring and the post deployment visualization that we have. So suppose we have generated our microservices and then has the required business logic and upload it to a cloud or on-premise. Then this is the sample visualization that we have. So we have integrated our services with the Jenkins. So this is our build pipeline. This is a build pipeline, and then you can have the code coverage reports. So it will also run your Cucumber test, and you can visualize your data here, like which of the features that are passed or failed. And then this is the microservice dashboard visualization. So it basically contains your UI component, resources, microservice, and the backends. So which service is dependent on which backend, or the which resource belongs to which microservice. You can see it here. So to sum up, no single technology we looked has provided all the capability in one box. It was like developers, designers, architect responsibility to understand each of them, validate the pros or cons, and leverage them in their projects. So this is a idea behind pkmst. So pkmst brings all the best practice, tools, and stack in one box, and that can be modified, extended, and changed as needed by teams to support their own needs. So thanks folks, we'll be covering a demo in our next session. Thank you.